Hey guys, this is your instructor, Christina. I just wanted to make a little video here to kind of help you work through your first assignment that you're going to have in our course, the first reflection. So this course uses metacognitive reflective thinking, which is basically you reflecting on and thinking about your previous writing experiences and acknowledging how they have shaped who you are as a writer today. So by thinking about our current writing practices and discovering new ways that we can transfer the knowledge that we learn, we can just continue to grow as writers and be able to implement these new writing techniques into different situations, whether academic, professional, or personal writing. So the main thing that you're going to find in this course is it focuses on a lot of skills and a lot of different concepts and processes that you will be able to transfer to any kind of situation wherever you go after this course. So to do this, we need to first kind of reflect on the practices that we have now as writers and be able to think about where we want to get to and what goals we want to achieve. So this reflection assignment is going to help you begin to do that. I've taken apart the steps of the assignment that you can find in our Canvas module and just want to kind of explain them and provide some examples for you. So step one is obviously going to be first just to reflect and kind of brainstorm some ideas. So during this step, you're going to look back and think critically about previous writing experiences, and then reflect on how those writing experiences have shaped your current attitudes about writing. Is writing something that you enjoy right now, or is it something that you dread doing? There's a bunch of different questions here that you can use to kind of help you reflect on those experiences and guide your brainstorming process. So, for example, what kinds of writing do you have experience with? Are you just having experience with academic writing from previous courses, or maybe you have to do some kind of writing for your job? Do you do social media posts, or do you have your own blog? Just some things like that to keep in mind. How confident do you feel with those types of writing? What kind of writing habits have you developed, or what kind of writing habits have held you back? And how do you feel about yourself currently as a writer? So, after you reflect on these past experiences that you've had, you want to look ahead to think about what you want to accomplish as a writer. What do you want to accomplish in this course, and what steps are going to need to be taken to achieve those things? So, for example, what new media would you maybe like to try? What writing practices and strategies do you want to strengthen? What habits of mind do you want to strengthen? We'll be talking about the habits of mind throughout the course as well. And what specific writing goals do you have in this course? So this might kind of look like the following. What I've done is I've simply copy and pasted these questions here, and I've bolded the ones that I felt personal connections to and that I kind of wanted to brainstorm. So here's my brainstorming kind of down below. The first one here is on the perception of teachers. So I have positive perceptions, names of specific teachers that really just gave me that positive feedback and helped me feel like I was a good writer. I also talk here about constructive criticism because I found that to be really helpful during my writing process. The comments that were given to me by instructors really helped me be able to improve myself. And then my work was shared with younger classes after me. So my instructors would keep some of my work to share as examples for future students, which made me feel really confident in my writing. Leading into here, kind of perception of peers as well with that same thing. I had some frustration in that. I wrote a story that I was really passionate about, and it ended up being longer than everybody else's story, so nobody else really wanted to read it. Trying to find trust with people to proofread papers that would give me the kind of feedback that I wanted. And I had a lot of different experiences. I would proofread some of my friends' resumes, do letters of recommendation, just different things like that. So as you can see kind of through here, I've just bolded the questions that I kind of wanted to talk about or that I felt a connection with. And then I just made little notes of things that I would remember with each different part. So this is going to be the first step of your reflection. You just want to take some time to really reflect on your experiences, think about who you are as a writer now because of those experiences, and consider where you want to grow and where you want to get to. Step two is going to be the actual composition part and the designing part. So you're going to write your experiences as a short reflective essay. So it's not just going to be, answering those questions in different paragraphs. You want to kind of tell us your story of how you became a writer, how you hate writing, or how you want to love writing again, or whatever it might be. So discuss some of the following things. Your attitudes about what you've learned up to writing at this point, the evolution of your writing, and your perception about yourself as a writer. A lot of students come into this course having a lot of negative experiences. I know I personally grew up and had a lot of instructors use the red pen and just cross out and mark up my paper, which to me, I actually kind of enjoyed that because I wanted to get better at writing. But it can be such a negative connotation having that red marking of our papers to make us feel like we're doing something wrong, when really, in reality, writing is just a process and it's something that we're going to revise and we're going to work on continuously. There's never going to be a point in your life where you're going to be like, I'm the perfect writer, because that doesn't exist. We just can continue to grow with it. So many students come into this class having really bad past experiences, but they want to try and build that confidence again. A lot of students want to succeed in their other college courses, so they want some of the skills and tools to help them be able to achieve that. Other students maybe want to do journaling or they have a goal to write a book, so there's so many different places and um, experiences that we all bring to the table here. So really think about your own journey and think about where it's led you to and where you want it to go. Support your claims with evidence that explains why you feel the way you do. So this can include detailed explanations of your previous experiences, parts of text maybe that you've written from a previous course, or visuals that just support the message of the written text. So for an example, like I was saying, if you had an instructor that really just kind of belittled your work or just really marked it up and made you feel like you weren't a good writer, you can include a screenshot maybe of some of their feedback that they gave you. Or if you feel like most of your written communication is maybe just on social media, go ahead and screenshot a post that you've done. There's so many different ways that you can share your experiences and really have kind of a visual element. Or maybe you just want to explain this one time when you were in a previous course that, maybe an instructor really gave you positive feedback and you wanted to tell the story and use those detailed explanations. So just think about the experiences that you've had, but then make sure that you're supporting those experiences with some evidence here. You can also use some different design features, which basically just means kind of changing up the visual look of your text. You can add different section headings to guide the reader to different parts of your reflection. You can use indentations, white space, or colored or formatted text. Oh, I'm still creating some different colors to really kind of highlight certain parts that you want your audience to draw attention to. So what is this going to look like? Well, if we scroll down a little bit further here, you can see that I've actually started kind of like writing an essay here. And I have a little note over here that bolded words or sentences are just kind of how I highlighted and organized the thoughts I had in my brainstorming part. So here you can see I have a specific statement on one of the teachers that gave me positive feedback. I talk in here about the habits of mind. So just really different ways that I've incorporated my brainstorming process, those experiences and reflecting on those, incorporating them into telling my story of who I am as a writer. Feel free to actually go ahead and bold certain words if you want. I wouldn't necessarily suggest bolding as many as I did. I just wanted it to be very visual for the purpose of this assignment to show you, excuse me, all the places that I wanted to add in that information. But this is what it will actually look like once you kind of start building off of those experiences and sharing them in your writing. Step 3 is going to be including visual examples. So you're going to include 1 to 2 visuals that really kind of support the experience and the discussion that you're having in your writing. Your visuals should show your readers something meaningful and make sure to explain them in your reflection as well. Here's some different examples of things you can include, as I kind of mentioned above. Some screenshots of previous work, can be previous schoolwork if you've just been taking some classes recently. If you've had a long break from school and you're just kind of coming back for the first time, it can be just simple writings like text messages or social media posts, emails, different things like that. You can also include hyperlinks to your writing. Maybe you have a blog that you want to share, or maybe you have in your Google Drive some assignments that you did in previous courses, photos that you've taken that you think might kind of reflect on that as well, engaging images online that represent the ideas or concepts you're talking about, or, even video or audio content. If you have a TED Talk or a YouTube video that you have found to be really inspirational or something that just kind of helps motivate you in writing, feel free to share that as well. So we're going to scroll down this document even further to show you what a potential finished product could look like. So this is including my visuals. So I share all of my experiences in here I have a direct link to a Google Sites portfolio with all of my work in it. And then down even further below, I have a screenshot of something that I have written recently that I've been working on. If you would take the time to read this, you can see that I talk about previous experiences up here, that short story of only 17 pages that I wrote, previous instructors. And then I also get down here and I talk about wanting to incorporate habits of mind to reach writing goals, want to do a daily habit of writing. So I have both the looking back and the looking forward part within my reflection here as well. I have those visual elements to support and discuss my experiences here as well. So that's what a potential finished product could look like. Yours can definitely look a lot different, have more, bolded text or colored text. You can have headings, you can have different visuals. But I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what this assignment is, why we do this assignment, and just a perfect visual of what you might actually be experiencing. So we do the first reflection now, and then we will have another reflection due at the very end of the course, which is going to be our final reflection, in which you'll kind of reflect at that time all the things that we're going to do over the next 7.5 weeks. So please take some time on this assignment. I think that you'll actually enjoy it and really kind of discover more about yourself as a writer. Feel free to share tons of information, tons of experiences. I love reading these because it helps me get to know you as a writer and gets me an idea of where you want to go and what you best need support with in this course. So hopefully this video was helpful. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out and let me know. Thanks, guys.